Mr. Speaker, June 15th, 2012 was a dark day in Edmonton. A young man named Brian Illicik was one of 3 armored car guards murdered. Other victims were Michelle Shogilski, Eddie Rahano, and Matthew Schumann. As they serviced ATMs in the Hub Mall on the University of Alberta campus in Edmonton, their co-worker, Travis Baumgartner, shot and killed Brian, Michelle, and Eddie. Baumgartner then locked them in a vault behind the ATM and fled like a coward in the armored truck. Thankfully, Matthew's life was spared, although he was critically injured. Brian was just 35 years old, a devoted father, a loyal friend, and a cherished son. In 2012, the savage murderer Baumgartner was found guilty. But Brian's parents, Mike and Diane Illicik, are dreading the day when they'll have to face him at a parole hearing. I want to dedicate this speech to Brian and to his parents, Mike and Diane, who are watching what's happening today. This bill is for them. And it's for all the victims left behind. For families, the suffering goes on for decades. In many cases, those left behind must face the person responsible at parole hearings. As it now stands, if a convicted murderer applies for parole and is denied the first time, he or she can apply for another parole hearing just 1 year later and year after year afterwards. Under Bill 2 C-43, convicted murderers could only apply for parole every 5 years instead of each and every year. Mr. Speaker, the trauma endured at these parole hearings is well documented. The families of the victims of Paul Bernardo have spoken about this. They've spoken about the pain of being forced back into that nightmare again and again. Mr. Speaker, another person watching today is Christina Trang. Her father was murdered in Chinatown, which is part of my riding of Edmonton-Griesbach. She supports this bill. Our justice system must protect the rights of the accused and the rights of the victims and their families. Right now, many Canadians believe that balance has tipped too far. They feel the rights of murderers are placed before the rights of loved ones left behind. Hundreds of Canadians coast to coast have signed my petition in support of this bill. This bill does not undermine justice, it strengthens it. It ensures that victims and their families are treated with the dignity they deserve, while still respecting the integrity of our legal system. I believe all MPs on both sides of this House will support that, and I'm hoping they'll vote for this bill to go to committee for further study. To colleagues on both sides of this aisle, I say, think about the Canadians in your riding who have signed petitions and written letters asking for this bill. Please represent them, stand up for them, and support this common sense legislation. Mr. Speaker, I'm grateful that this bill has received support from the President of the Canadian Association of Chiefs of Police, the President of the Canadian Police Association, the Alberta Federation of Police Associations, the Calgary Police Association, the Toronto Police Association, and the Ottawa Police Association. It also had the support of Teamsters Canada and Teamsters Local Union 362, which represented Brian. I'd also like to thank Senator Pierre Boisvenu and Senator Denise Batters for their support, and my good friend, the MP for St. Albert, Sturgeon River, for his support. Thanks again to Brian's parents, Mike and Diane. This bill isn't about politics, it's about people. It's about victims. It's about families whose lives have been shattered by senseless, brutal violence. We can build a justice system that treats victims with the respect and compassion they deserve. That's what Bill C-243 seeks to do. This is for Brian Illicik. This is for every victim of violent crime and for every family left behind.